I have been a CASA for 5 years.
And I've been a CASA since 2020.
I've been a CASA for over 4 years.
For the past 4.5 years, I have volunteered as a CASA, or Court-Appointed Special Advocate. When a child is removed from their home by CPS, lots of different adults become part of their team, and each has a unique role. They are placed with a family member or foster family. They are assigned an attorney to represent them. They are assigned a caseworker to manage their case. So why would they need another adult?
When a child is put into the Child Protective Services system, the judge will have 400 such cases, and the social worker will have dozens of such cases, but the CASA just has one.
My grandmother grew up in an orphanage after her mom died. She always spoke to my cousins and me about the Christians who showed up time and time again to love her, clothe her, offer wisdom, and support her through difficult times. When I was a young child, I always imagined being this kind of Christian to kids in need, showing up the way people showed up for my grandmother. As a CASA, I get to know children in the foster system and advocate for them in court by gathering information from family members, counselors, teachers, social workers, etc. I get to be the hands and feet of Jesus to children in need of mercy, support, protection, and care.
The CASA also just develops a relationship with a child, providing another positive adult in their life.
And I've had 5 different cases with 8 children, all of them teenagers, because that was my choice. I thought at first, I've taught teenagers for 24 years. I can do this. Teenagers are my cup of tea. Believe me, not every day is great, and some days are downright difficult. Nothing prepared me for some of the problems I would encounter, but neither was I prepared for the endearing and loving kids that would come into my life.
Years ago, I reflected on the fact that I'd done a lot of things for my school, I'd done a lot of things for churches, but I really hadn't done anything for my city. And I wanted something that was personal and that would demand something out of me, but was something that I could do.
I can tell you this, you will be rewarded if you let these kids come into your life as a CASA.
To me, being a CASA is one of my greatest privileges and honors. It's a way I connect with God, as I know that God draws near to the brokenhearted. It's a way for me to live out my faith and treat others the way I want to be treated. There are so many children in need here in Abilene. CASA is a fabulous way to help our neighbors.
Sometimes I look at the magnitude of needs in our community and find it hard to know what small actions could I take that would matter at all. But as a CASA to that child or children, you hold an enormous ability to make an incredible difference in their life.
When I thought about being a CASA, it was before I was retired, and I wondered, okay, can I do this? And the answer is yes, you can. I want to assure you it's doable and it's meaningful. And I want to especially appeal to men. Like in many volunteer organizations, there are far more women CASAs than men, and there are a lot of adolescent boys in the system who need a male CASA.
There are over 200 children in Taylor County in CPS care, and there are enough CASAs for a little over half of those children, so clearly the need is great. Would you consider serving the least of these in this way? Dana from Big Country CASA has a table set up in the atrium today. Please stop by and learn a little more about this important program.